Ever thought about your words as arrows? More about this penetrating analogy right after the intro. Welcome to Analogies. Are you ready to explore? I'm the Freedom Explorer. You can think of me as that part of you who likes to see things from here, from there, from any angle. And when you get in touch with that curious, adventurous part of you, I'll present you the analogy of the day. Our words, your words, as arrows. Think about arrows. Think about being in the jungle. Yes, in the jungle. And you have an arrow in your hand. And on the other hand, you have a bow. Yeah, a bow and an arrow. And you have a bag with many arrows on your back. And you're there in the jungle, near the trees, very tall trees. You can not even see the sun. It's pretty dark. And you're on the hunt. Imagine yourself just there in the jungle, hunting. Yeah, looking for some animals to hunt. You're hungry. You want to get them, right? These are the arrows. You can put them down and hunt them. But wait, something happens. Something starts to change. It's getting hot. Things getting red. But it's not blood. It's not blood. It's something with a good smell. There's hearts. Yes, there's hearts. All the leaves from the trees turn into hearts. But you still have your bow and arrow. But they are red as well. What's happening? You're Cupid. Yes, you shoot arrows of love. You're the matchmaker. Now you're looking for animals or maybe human beings and you shoot, yes, arrows of love. You're the matchmaker. These are arrows of love, of positivity, of optimism. Yes, also penetrating their hearts, but causes leaps of faith, leaps of love. Yes, this is what's happening. Whoa, pretty romantic. Arrows of love. Take a moment. Now, think about these arrows as words. Imagine that arrow, and around it, there's a note with the words. If that's Cupid, these are words of love. These are words of appreciation, right? So think about your words like arrows. It's exactly like arrows. Why? Because when we were the hunters, it can penetrate people's hearts. It can put them down. When we are angry, we might say words to people that brings them down, that hurts them so much. It's like arrow. We cannot take it back. Once you shoot your words out of anger, you cannot take it back. It already penetrated their hearts. You cannot take it back. It's just like an arrow. The damage has already been done. That's the thing. That's what makes this analogy so empowering, because it reminds us also in the moments where we are angry, when we are not in the best versions of ourselves, when we are just tempted to say these hurting words. We can stop ourselves because we can be reminded of this analogy. It's like arrows. We cannot take it back, and it can penetrate and hurt and maybe even kill the people that we communicate to, especially when these are the people that we care about the most. Our family, our husband, our wife, our children, our parents. Yeah, but on the other hand, our words can be words of optimism, words of positivity. It can also penetrate other people's hearts, but in a good way. It can make their day, right? It's like Cupid spreading love. It cannot be taken back, but why wouldn't we? Why would we want to take it back? Words of positivity, giving compliments, yes, spread the love. This analogy is so empowering because it reminds us when we are at times when we are so positive and so optimistic and we look at the bright side of life, that's also the time to spread the love, like arrows of love, arrows of positivity, to penetrate other people's hearts, make their day, give them compliments from the bottom of your heart, then penetrate it like an arrow into their hearts and make their day. Yes, this what this empowering analogy pushes us to do, pushes us and reminds us to use sometimes our words as arrows of love, penetrating other people's hearts. Yeah! So, keep in mind this empowering analogy also in the challenging moments of anger that we might be tempted to say harsh words that we cannot take back, but also in the good times where we are positive, optimistic, that we can share these words as arrows of love, penetrating other people's hearts, whether it's strangers or, most importantly, yes, our family members, our parents, our children, our spouse. Yeah. So if you have more ideas about how this analogy is so empowering for you, share them below. And if you have other ideas of other empowering analogies you want us to explore in these episodes of Analogies, of course, share them below as well so we can explore them in the next episodes of Analogies, aka the Empowering Analogies. See you in the next episode.